Hello penguins, and welcome back to Club Penguin Journey. In today's video, I have a really exciting one for you guys because the Festival of Flight mini event is active in the game right now, as well as Operation Mayday. Logging into the game here, we already have the action starting. So let's see how we start our Festival of Flights. It looks like we're talking to Gary here. Gadzooks, welcome up high into the sky, penguins of all kinds. Hello Gary, how are you doing today? I can notice some changes to the island already. Looks like he was hard at work. To make a long story short, it appears that the windows on the underground pool were starting to crack due to how cold the water got during the holidays. Yes, those water temperatures would dispel if a flood occurred, so I've invented the Island Lifter 3000 to lift us up while the windows get fixed. There's plenty to do and see while we float in the clouds. Awesome. Take a wonderful hot air balloon ride to the tallest mountain and use a jetpack to explore new heights. No longer will they say that penguins can't fly. This is probably my favorite part of the Festival of Flights, where defying the expectations that penguins can't fly. I've created even more new inventions around the island for curious penguins to test, such as the Ski Hills Cloudmaker 3000 or the Breeze Maker 3000 near the dock. Alright, so we gotta make sure we head over to the ski hill on the dock. If you got a hand for handiwork, we could always use more flippers to help repair the underground pool. Awesome. The Tour HQ also seems to be keeping an eye on the weather. Make sure to go there to get the Essential Penguin Forecast. Interesting. Essential Penguin Forecast. I guess that's the new EPF. Sounds pretty familiar to me. And if things seem unstable, don't worry. Everything is under control. But if you're truly curious, you could always answer the call. I wonder what he means by that. I've blabbed on a bit much, haven't I? Go explore, go soar. I can't wait to see what ideas you'll get with a new view. I'll see you around. Awesome, sounds good. But first things first, as always, let's get into the blog post for the Festival of Flight here. So we can see here, let's take flight. Festival of Flight starts now. Let's fly. Gary has completed the final touches on the Island Lifter 3000, and it's time to soar to new heights in Club Penguin Journey. From January 24th to the 31st, so it is a week-long mini-event that's going on right now. We'll be lifting off into a week of excitement and discovery. There's so much to explore, so grab your jetpacks and get ready for the adventure ahead. So we have the hot air balloon ride here that's accessible from the forest. Pretty cool. You can hop into that hot air balloon and ride over to the tallest mountain. That's important too because we can get the Mountaineer Stamp for climbing a mountain. So we gotta make sure that we do that. And as it says here, for those daring adventurers out there, grab a jetpack and take off on your very own flight. It seems like we can get the jetpack item really cool. And we have this part of the blog, Gary's new inventions, as he mentioned in game. We got the Cloudmaker 3000 to create some fluffy clouds, as well as the Breeze Maker 3000 to enjoy some refreshing gusts of wind. So we gotta make sure that we check those out as well. As you can see here, there's an image. When you press that button, a cloud gets made and flies across the screen. Really cool. So this is more about the Essential Penguin Forecast, the new EPF it seems like. The Tour HQ is now fully equipped. You never know what surprises these guys might have in store. Things might seem a little unpredictable, but don't worry, everything is under control. If you're feeling curious or maybe a little adventurous, you can always answer the call and uncover what's really going on. Who knows what exciting mysteries you might find. Answering the call, huh? Might have to click on that phone there. And then lastly, the mascots that are visiting for this party, it's going to be Gary. So because it's a mini event, I think we're not getting our usual jetpack guy for our Festival of Flights. And Gary's the main character here, creating the Island Lifter 3000. So we'll meet him. Then we got the stamps that are available for this party. Explore, as always, for any decorated event. The Snack Shack, which I believe is not available at the moment, I think. There are some difficulties actually getting that stamp. The Mountaineer, as we mentioned, climbing to the top of the mountain, and of course, meeting Gary, the mascot stamp. And that's pretty much it for the stamps that are available. Wrapping up, from soaring to new heights with the Island Lifter 3000 to testing out Gary's latest wacky inventions, the Festival of Flight is shaping up to be an adventure you won't want to miss. So let's get right into game and experience the adventure ourselves. Alright, so now that we're actually in game here, let's take a look at the newspaper. So this edition is from January 20th, 2025, a little earlier in the week, but it has some important information about our Festival of Flight here, so we can get into that. First things first, Happy Lunar New Year. Get ready everyone, we're gearing up for the Lunar New Year celebration, and this year we're slithering into the Year of the Snake. So as we mentioned in the previous catalog update, we have the Lunar New Year here. It's the Year of the Snake. Pretty cool. So we can see that on January 28th is when we're going to be having a celebration for the Year of the Snake, so there might be something in game here. This part is very important. We have the anniversary celebration in February for CPJ. The original Club Penguin's anniversary was in October 24th, which is also my birthday, but CPJ is on February 5th, so we can see the second birthday is already around the corner. It feels like only yesterday that our story began on our beloved island with everyone ready to waddle around, meet new friends, and embark on new adventures together. We've made so many memories and we're excited to make some more at the upcoming anniversary party. So the party will feature a free exclusive item, which is of course the party hat with a surprise color theme, and that is going to be on February 5th, so make sure you log in to blow out the candles on the anniversary cake as well as pick up that free party hat. And here we have the bonus feature, which is the interview with Gary. So again, this edition of the newspaper was before the Festival of Flight was actually added to the game, but this is just some information that Gary was willing to give on what we have to expect on January 24th for the Festival of Flight. So some pretty cool things he talks about: the island lifter, the liftoff scheduled for the 24th. We have this really funny image of Gary refusing to elaborate on some of the questions that he's been asked. But Gary did a really good job at making this event really fun, so props to Gary. Props where it is due. But moving on, in terms of what's left in the paper, there's some more Ask Antarctic. Of course, as usual, you can see this really cool image for the Festival of Flights, the Cloudmaker. We have submitting a question, the puzzle, jokes, riddles, this really amazing PH artwork by Max here. Of course, the Get a Job section, and then in the upcoming events, we have this teaser image for the Festival of Flight. So you can see the green propeller cap and the jetpack in here. Hopefully those are items that you can actually get. Ready for liftoff, the island is set to soar, explore the island high in the sky the 24th to 31st. The anniversary party, as we mentioned, and then also this question marks here. Construction noises have been reported coming from inside the sports shop. So my best guess is that has to do with the EPF being established now in Club Penguin Journey here. And of course we have this collectible pin that is hidden until January 27th, and then we'll get a new one right after that. And that's it for this newspaper. So we can head right into game here. First and foremost, I do want to show you guys where that pin is located. So this is, again, one of the many pins in the game right now by the Cloudmaker at the ski hill. We have this polar bear paw print pin. Say that 5 times fast. So you can see what it looks like on the player card right here, and I like to pair it with my Herbert background. I think it's a really cool combination. But yeah, that is the pin that is hidden this week. But now we can get into the Festival of Flight. So as we can see here, even in the welcome room, we have awesome decorations. We can see the hot air balloon on the left. We have these giant propellers that are keeping up the island here. In my guide videos, I don't usually explore the island, but since this is one of my favorite parties, I thought that I should show you guys around. So here in the plaza is our first free item of the event here. If you head on over to this box of propeller caps here, you can get the green propeller cap. Really cool item. All of the propeller caps are really cool. And you can also see these added clouds as decorations, as well as the propellers keeping the island up. If we head over to the forest here, we have the balloon ride. One of the really classic rooms in this event. So if we head on in here, little glitchy. Oh, there it is. Okay. Our flight will begin in 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. So very similar to the sleigh and the holiday party, the Santa sleigh, we have this moving room. Really cool. And it looks like it takes 2 minutes to get to the tallest mountain through this ride. So we'll wait through it, we'll get through it. But yeah, I really like this party. Something about it is very nostalgic to me, even though I didn't play the Festival of Flight in the original game. I did play in Club Penguin Rewritten, so one of my all-time favorites. So now we're getting to the end of our balloon ride here. 5 seconds left. Look at Toast726 tweaking out down there. Anyways, we are landing. prepared for touchdown here. There it is, clean landing. I'd rate it a 10 out of 10. And let's head on out and get to the tallest mountain right here. So here we are, we got that Mountaineer Stamp, awesome. And you can see we're lifting the island with our snowballs right now, being spammed. But if we head over to the bottom left right here, we get the jetpack, one of the coolest items in the game, I think my favorite cosmetic item. And as soon as you pick it up, you can actually notice that we are getting a phone call here. But let's just really quickly take a moment to appreciate this room with the island lifter. Really cool. Such an awesome idea for a party. Now let's finally pick up this call. Agent, you're needed for an urgent matter. Complete your remaining PSA trainings and head to the HQ. So it looks like Gary wants us to finish our PSA trainings and then head over. So if you aren't aware, to get onto Operation Mayday, you're going to need to actually complete all of the PSA missions, and only then will you be able to participate in the mainline story. For this party, the age limit for becoming an agent has been reduced to 0 days. So even if you're just creating your account right now, you can get right on in there, become an agent, do the missions, and participate in the Operation Mayday mainline quest, which I think was a really cool choice. And while we're here, I just want to appreciate the Island Lifter 3000. Gary is a genius. And then we can exit out through here. It opens up the map, and we can go to the various different locations. Really quickly, before we get into the mainline story, I wanted to show the other awesome rooms that are part of this party. So as you mentioned before, we have the Cloud Maker here on the ski hill. So if you press this button, an image pops up, and then a cloud, based on what the image was, floats through the sky. There's some really cool ones that you can get. So we just had 2 Puffles. This one we have a Fluffy the fish. Awesome. And I think there are a couple different designs. I don't think I was able to see all of them, but there's some really cool ones. The pirate ship I think is my favorite one. This one is really cool. I think the design is great. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this room. Then as Gary mentioned as well, there is the Breeze Maker, which is located in the dock. So if we head over to that, we have this little Breeze Maker here. I think a really cool touch is how you can see that the island is actually floating along the edge here. And funnily enough, you can still play Hydro Hopper. There's a little tube that brings up the little tubes to you. But you can really see that there's a lot of attention to detail around the island. And I think that's what makes it feel really immersive. So here in the town, we have some decorations here. If we head on into the nightclub, we have this really cool sky theme. I really like it a lot. And instead of the regular dance floor, it's almost like it's see-through glass, like windows. You can see the skies below the island. I think that was a really cool touch. And then if we go to the different areas on the island, like the iceberg for example. So the iceberg here, we're still in the water on land, but you can see the Club Penguin Island lifted in the air. The attention to detail is so cool. If we head over to the ski village, there is also some blue and gold decorations. If we head over to the snow forts, we have these sky ships, air blimps, that have these cannons here. Really cool touch. I really like the designs of these things. And then of course, if we head on over to the cove, similar to the dock, you can see that the lake isn't there anymore. The island is being floated into the sky, and there's some barriers that are preventing us from getting through. So I think it's just really cool. There's also some decorations here with the suns, clouds, and propellers. And of course, we have to go to the cave to see the progress report on the island so far. So we have these windows that were taken out. We have these replacement pins on the left here. But these windows do have to be replaced, or else the island will flood. But yeah, I think it's really cool that there's a lore element. There's a reason behind why the party is happening in the first place, and it's because of these broken windows. But yeah, really cool touch. If we head on over into the welcome room and go to the tour HQ, as Gary mentioned, there's some changes in this room as well. So you can see here the Essential Penguin Forecast, the new age EPF. So the room is decorated as well. You can see the nice sky theme. You also still have the tour bot here, but if you head on up, to where the lookout is, there's kind of like this weather station almost. It's really cool. It's like a weather monitoring system. So you can see here, there's some really cool graphics here. You can see the dials, the maps, really interesting stuff. There's some monitors up top where you can see different locations on the island. And then through the glass as well, you can see different locations like the town, the stadium, the plaza, all really cool stuff. And you can actually see the specific decorations for the Festival of Flight. You can see the propellers and the different cloud and sun decorations. I think it's a really cool touch. Again, attention to detail. The CPJ team does a really good job. Going over to the beach, it's very similar to the dock in the cove here, how you can see there's no water because we're levitating in the air. Actually, you can see the water below the horizon line right there. But I think it's a really cool touch. If we head into the lighthouse, specifically we go to the top, you can see that the beacon is actually completely replaced with a propeller. And of course, if we were to take a look through the telescope here, instead of seeing the ship, maybe the migrator in the water, we see clouds. And it's very similar as well to what we see in the cove. If we look through the binoculars here, we see clouds. You don't see the water anymore. But I think that's all the cool stuff I wanted to show around the island. Let's get back to the main quest line. So after completing all of the missions, we get greeted with Dot here. Wow, Ace, you really got a smart head on your shoulders. Let's just say I'm impressed. We know who this is, so we'll say, where did you come from? Oh, sorry, I got a little excited there. I'm pretty well known for my mastery of disguise. Who are you? My name's Dot the Disguise Gal, but you can call me D. I'm a member of the Elite Penguin Force, a top secret co-agency of the PSA. Very special, very hush-hush. We've been keeping an eye on you, and we think you'd be perfect for our team. The way you've handled every problem that gets in your way shows you're more than ready. The Elite Penguin Force, or EPF for short, deals in top secret operations that most PSA agents don't know about. So Ace, will you consider our offer? Man, if Dot is asking me personally, I kinda have to accept, no? Really, what's there to consider? I'm ready to join the EPF right now. That's excellent, welcome to the team. Here's your brand new badge. Oh cool, so we get the EPF clearance badge added to our inventory. So here Dot says, the EPF's command room is located in the PSA wardrobe. Once you're ready to see what being an EPF agent's all about, come right on in. Awesome, so it looks like we can head into there. Let's take a look at this EPF clearance badge. Wow, look at that. The EPF, it's here in CPJ, that's awesome. So I mean, let's cut right to it. Let's go straight to the EPF command room. Operation has flashes. Oh, interesting, they have an alert just in case. Oh, but check out this room, man. This is a custom room. They definitely took inspiration from the EPF command room in the original game. Like here you have a system scanner, it's kind of like System Defender. You have this table in the front with the chairs. You have these screens. Interesting, the gadget room out here. But let's talk to Gary. Thank you for arriving so quickly, Agent. Are you ready for your debriefing? I'm all ears, G. What's the scoop? So you might have heard about the concerning cracks that appeared on the underground pool's windows. Yeah, these required utmost maintenance, but if there was to be any incidents while doing so, Club Penguin would be flooded. That's for sure. The solution to this, naturally, was to lift Club Penguin up into the sky while we replaced the panes down below. Naturally, right. Well, it seems that our propellers have been hijacked by some outside force. I wonder who that could be. All signs point to our flight path going directly to the equator. The equator, huh? Yes, directly to the equator. I think we've had the same thought. The problem isn't necessarily that the propellers are being hijacked, it's that they're being powered way beyond their stress limits. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, dude. At the speed and power they're going right now, it seems that the island's going to crash straight into the ocean. That's why we need your help, Agent. We have reason to believe that Herbert P. Bear is behind this. While scoping things out, Jetpack Guy and other agents have noticed distinct paw prints near the toughest mountain. Well, it's not the tallest mountain here, it's the toughest one. Our mission is to infiltrate Herbert's base and disable his computer so that I can have proper control of the flight. He'll also still have Rookie's spy phone, which is giving him access to the internal PSA information. Retrieve that as well. Are you in, Agent? I'm in. Excellent. Take this, the infrared tracker. This will help you bypass any security systems that Herbert may have. Cool. I would assume that this is some sort of headgear. Once you're ready, take a jetpack from the launch pad. Jetpack Guy will guide you. Good luck, Agent, and stay safe. Roger. Awesome. Really cool. So there are a lot of cool features in this room, but I think we'll go on with the quest here and we'll take a look at the room a little bit more in detail afterwards. So getting to the supply camp here, we get a phone call. I can see that you're on the base of the mountain now. Great work. We suspect Herbert's been here a while, so it's very likely that he has security set up. Things could get hairy if you're spotted. I see. So I can see this camera up here. So when you want to hit the cameras, you gotta throw a snowball at them, kind of like the OG EPF entrance exam. If you go straight for the lens, you're probably gonna miss it, so you're gonna have to actually directly aim for the camera, just like that. And now we can walk across without Herbert detecting us. But it looks like we have this fence in front of us, this wire fence. But I think we got just the thing, our handy dandy comb, not our comb, our handy dandy wrench, not our wrench, our handy dandy scissors, there we go. So we use our scissors right here at the fence, cut through it, and we can move forward. Awesome. Let's follow these footprints here. Getting another call. Gadzooks. Herbots inbound. Uh-oh. So these are very similar to the bots that were patrolling during the Veggie villain operation. So first things first, let's block off this camera here so I can't see us. And let's make our way through this cave here. Just being careful of these robots, you don't want them to touch you. So you want to just navigate around them. Just move out the way just in case. But really they can only get you if you're directly on their path. You can stay behind them, they won't detect you. Let's go across here. Let's just wait for this robot. Patience is key. And we will continue onwards. Oh wow, listen to that. Operation Blackout music. It has been so long since I've heard this. And we have the dynamic weather here as well. Wow, look at that. Alright, so in this room, what we're gonna have to do, cover the cameras, of course. And then we have to use the lantern over here up top. So you can see it's glowing with fire right now. But all we have to do is throw our snowballs at it, and it will slowly decrease that fire in there. So actually, if we fill it up all the way with snowballs, you can see all the way up here, just keep throwing snowballs into it until it is full. Keep going. Almost there. And right there. You'll know it's full when it has the 3 poking out. You can click right on it and it will be placed onto the fire, melt it, wash it away. And now it's a free path for us to keep going. Now we get to this room here, another call. Oh dear, the propellers are looking even worse than I thought. Something bad could happen if we don't hurry. Alright, we gotta get over there. So let's block off this camera. So the goal of this room is to step on all 3 of these buttons. I'm gonna move without blocking the camera on the bottom right just to show you what happens. You were detected by security. So you get this error notification and you're prompted back to the beginning of the room. But now let's cover up this camera. We don't have a lot of time to waste. G was telling us we gotta hurry. So you just want to navigate behind each robot here. Get there. We won't rush. Again, patience is key. We'll go behind this robot to get the one up top. And then the last button will go down here, go across, and get it. So now we gotta go all the way up top there. Instead of going up, let's still follow the same path of the robots. I don't want to risk getting caught by these robots. So let's just go ahead, move along here, making sure we don't get caught by the one behind us. Uh-oh, don't open your player card either. I think if you hold down Alt and then click, you won't be clicking on the player card. Guarantees you movement. So now we get to the cave here, the ice cave. You can see a lot of cool frozen Club Penguin memorabilia. But the only thing in this room is this camera here, so make sure you cover it with your snowball, and then you're free to go across. Really cool design of this room, but let's follow those footsteps. Getting a call. It seems that Herbert has hidden laser set up. Make sure to put on the infrared tracker, of course. So you can see these nodes here that are on the ice walls. They are where the lasers are. So let's put on that infrared tracker. I'm looking through the awards here. It needs to be in the head items. So if we scroll on over, let's just try to find it in our inventory here. Yep, there it is, infrared tracker. Put that on and immediately you can see the lasers. That's really cool how they did that. So now we can navigate through, and even though it seems like it's blocked, the lasers rotate out. So now we can get across here. Just gotta be patient. That's the key of this operation. Patience is key, I'm telling you. We can move across really quickly here. Let's try to see if we can get past it. Ooh, close call. But we did it. Alright, let's go down the ladder here. Okay, so we can see this key here. Too far to reach. So we gotta make our way over. Let's just do that, waiting for these lasers here. This is very reminiscent of Operation Blackout from the original game. These lasers, having headgear to be able to see the lasers, and then navigating through. Let's make our way over. We can kind of cut across here, no lasers in our way yet. Right here, go down and across. We'll get that key very shortly. Surely that key is going to be important, right? So let's wait here, get across, and there we go. Expedition key. You know what? The island's not in a rush, right? Let's take a look at that pin. We get that pin here. Look at that. Really cool. Just like Operation Blackout, I'm telling you. Alright, let's get back to the mission here. Let's not get distracted. We must stay focused, brothers. Alright, let's make our way down. Go across. Ooh, nice timing here. Wait for this one. As long as your player is not in the line of the laser, it's fine. The puffle could be touching. Rest in peace to puffle though. And parts of your body can be like here, like my head is barely touching. But you can still get through. Alright. And if you thought that the other laser rooms took a while, there's another laser room. Let's get through it here. Just gotta be careful. Rest in peace, my reindeer puffle. Get through it here. Just being patient. Alright, let's cut across, go up. And now we get to this scanning light here. So you want to make sure that your penguin doesn't touch the light. It gives you a little bit of leeway. You saw I was kind of touching there, but as long as you're not in the direct ray of that scanning camera, you can make it your way across. Relatively simple. Takes time though. We'll go on to the next one here. Just keep moving down, slowly getting closer to that vault door. And there's a lock on it, a little keyhole, but we happen to have a key that we picked up. Let's be careful with this light here, get up across, there we go. Too far to reach, let's get a little closer, there we go. Open it up, and we're in Herbert's lair. And I just need to put that there. Perfect, those pesky penguins won't see this happening right under their beaks. Once this island gets directly to the equator, those foul fools won't be able to handle the heat. Wow. And I'll finally be free from them all. Mwahaha. Click, click. Oh, sorry, Klitzy. Blushing Herbert. Got a call. Alright, I see that you've infiltrated his HQ. I'm trying to get access where I can, but I won't be able to do it on my own. We need you to disable Herbert's main computer. See if there's any objects around you can use to disarm it. Don't let Herbert spot you. Stay as quiet as you can and stay out of his sight. Gotcha. So if you see in this top left here, you can see the hardware destroyer. These whoopee cushions on the floor. And then the items that we need according to that hardware destroyer blueprint. The phone, the magnet, and the spring here. So we want to be careful as we navigate across, and we can't have Herbert spot us. So we got to stay behind these objects and where they cast shadows so that we're out of his line of sight. So you just want to be careful when has that question mark up. He's going to turn around and then he goes back. This is what happens if you make noise. If you step on either the rubber ducks or the whoopee cushions, you have to reset. So you got to be careful to navigate around those obstacles while also being close enough to the objects to actually pick them up. So you can see here, let's go to this rock here. Just to be safe, we'll wait for his next cycle. Oh, close call. Let's go up to the table here, get the spy phone, there it is in our bottom right. Wait for his next cycle here. Then let's quickly get the magnet and then hide behind the TV. Alrighty. Okay, let's go across. Let's make it here. Let's make it to the next object. Let's see. Nice. We got the spring. And now we have our hardware destroyer. So now when he's not looking, let's go up to his computer and use it. There we go. His tech is down. Let's see. What? How did you avian imbecile? What did you do? Herbert, you won't get away with this. How are you even here? I blew up your silly little headquarters for good. EPF sends its regards. The EPF? What's that? The elitist penguin frauds? I was finally going to be somewhere warm. You ruined it. Huh, you overclocked the propellers. We nearly crashed into the sea. As if I had everything perfectly calibrated. Nothing could go wrong. The sparks were just there for effect. Yeah, okay, bro. Hey, mistakes happen to the best of us. Good luck with the fall. You'll pay for this! Oh, cutscene. Nice. Let's go! Let's talk to Gary here. We did it! We saved the island. And it was all thanks to you, Agent. Absolutely spectacular work out there. All just part of the job. No need to be modest, your stealth and resourcefulness were top notch. Thank you. It's always fun to see Herbert fail. That it is. Perhaps someday he'll learn to keep his paws off things that aren't his. How are the propellers holding up? Gotten everything stable and back on track. Club Penguin is back to where it should be. Well, besides it being in the sky, of course. The hardware destroyer you created sure seems to have packed a punch. It destroyed both Herbert's PCs and the infrared tracker's camera. Before the camera broke, it seems like it took a photo. It actually turned out quite nice. I'd like you to keep it as a memento. Ah, so that's how we get the Herbert's Operation Mayday giveaway. Really cool. It also happened to destroy itself, so the hardware destroyer should be safe. Hardware destroyer added to the inventory. Awesome. So that's a pin that we have. Also, someone who wishes to speak with us. The director? Oh my goodness. Job well done, Agent. I knew I made the right call putting you up to the task. You've shown great thoughtfulness and even greater bravery. Thanks to your retrieval of the lost spy phone, the PSA will be able to resume normal operation. That's great to hear, so the PSA is still here. As for the elite penguin force, we will continue to build and prepare for any new threats we may face. Keep an eye out for anything dangerous. We're here to protect the island from any threats, big or small. We shall continue to keep in touch. Be resourceful, be remarkable, be ready. Operation Mayday medal. Awesome! So that's Operation Mayday. If at this point you didn't have the elite operative stamp, you would get that too. I got it from completing Operation Veggie Villain before. So now we have this infrared tracker, the new pin. So let's check out some of the cool items that we just got. So we got the Operation Mayday medal. This is separate from the other mission medals. Then we also got the hardware destroyer as a pin. So let's try that on real quick. Awesome, look at that. Really cool. Really cool items. And of course, we have to show the Herbert giveaway. Because he's not a meetable mascot, this is how we are getting his background for this little mini event here. Herbert's Operation Mayday giveaway. Wow, look at that, it looks great. You can see Herbert here, Klutzy, the screens in the back at his desk in the cave, the Herbert signature. Ah, Herbert is my favorite mascot, man. I love this background. Look at him, he looks so cool. But yeah, that is it for the operation. So really quickly, I just wanted to go through the different cool things in the room. So you have this instant tube travel, I'm assuming that opens up the map. The system scanner here, it seems like System Defender could be there. We have the launch pad out there, the gadget room. This message here, it actually reads restock pending for the elite gear, so that's something to look forward to. You have the fish here, but yeah, what a cool room. And then the last part of this video, I wanted to show off the cool Igloo update for this party. So we have the music, the bamboo forest. This is definitely the Lunar New Year themed music that we have. We have Float in the Clouds, obviously for our Festival of Flight here. We have my favorite track in all of Festival of Flights, Cumulonimbus. Definitely gonna buy this one. Something about this track is so magical to me. I love it. We have Zero Gravity here. So this is the one that plays in the nightclub. We have Operation Blackout, very nostalgic, so epic. We got Herbert style. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip over this one. No words. We got Gear Up. We have the Veggie Villain right here, making a return from when we had Operation Veggie Villain. We have Icy Ascension. We have Nimbus, the other cloud named theme. We have Take to the Skies. And lastly, we have Roller Escape here. Interestingly, considering we don't have the actual Puffle Escape game in the game right now, this might be hinting at it at the next Puffle party. Who knows? But yeah, really awesome selection they have. And of course, I have to show the seasonal furniture and igloos that are in the game right now. So we have a lot of these Operation themed ones, we have Lunar New Year themed ones, some really cool items that I would highly recommend purchasing before they're out of the shop, of the catalog. Some futuristic looking ones here, alien-esque furniture items. And definitely don't miss out on the red propeller hat Igloo. That's definitely a cool one that you should pick up. And outside of that, that's everything I have for this video. I know it was a really long one. Thank you for sticking with me. I hope this video helped you out. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and with that, waddle on.